There are 4 episodes. 4 episodes of Naruto that tell a story of why I don't care for Sakura personally. And I think the hatred towards her from the fandom comes from the fact that Sakura is part of Team 7. Like, she's in the forefront. And throughout Shippuden, she has less development than Kakashi. I don't even know if I should put a spoiler warning. Naruto Shippuden has been over for about 10 years now, I don't know. I have a few hot takes here. I actually liked Part 1 Sakura. I liked her a lot. I thought she was a good character at the time. And I actually like her fight with Ino. A lot of people don't, but I actually like Sakura versus Ino. I like all of the Chunin exams fights. Some more than others, but I don't think there's a single bad or unnecessary fight in the Chunin exams. I think every single fight has a reason and a purpose. I liked her arc in the Forest of Death. I thought there was a lot of room for Sakura to grow. And she did grow, because the thing is, Sakura from the beginning of Shippuden and the end of Shippuden sometimes are two different people, because Sakura at the beginning of Shippuden was a very good character still. She had that whole arc with Sasuke. She got a whole fight. I think it's one of the longest fights in Naruto. The 4 episodes that explain why I don't like Sakura, and I will use as examples episode 52, episode 212, episode 214, and episode 425. Episode 52 is where when they meet Sasuke again, and he attempts to murder Naruto. Like, if Sai wasn't there, if Sai hadn't stopped him, he would have murdered Naruto and ended the series right then and there. There was no hesitation. He was super cold, and it's important that I emphasize his coldness and how Sasuke had no hesitation in trying to kill Naruto. And Sakura witnessed this. He stabbed Yamato. Not a single hint of hesitation. It didn't matter who Yamato was. He was going to murder him. It's important to emphasize that Sakura saw this with her own eyes, because the later episodes treat Sakura like she's brain dead. Like, episode 52 is when she's like, I can't just stand back and do nothing, and I need to stand on the same ground as them. And I mention this because 400 episodes later, she's still going on about it, about how they're not leaving her behind and how she's finally caught up to them. And that's all Sakura has going for her. That's all the characterization she gets. Let's jump to episode 212. This is when Sakura confronts Sasuke after the 5 Kage Summit arc. And this is the worst. The damage that this part of the Shippuden did to her character is unimaginable. Sakura, her wanting to face Sasuke by herself, makes sense, because this is a Team 7 issue, if you will. I get that. I wish she hadn't knocked everyone out and tricked them, because if Naruto was still interested in the Rookie 9, this act, I think, would make it very hard for anyone to trust Sakura again. But that's just my headcanon, because that doesn't happen. Sakura finds Sasuke. He's about to murderize Karen, and she stops him. She's like, hey Sasuke, stop. What are you doing? And episode 212 just pretends like their first meeting never happened. Sakura is so shocked to see Sasuke about to murder someone. She's like, this is not the Sasuke I know. How can he be so cold? And I'm here thinking, you witnessed him try to murder Naruto and also try to murder Yamato. This is why I emphasize this, because Shippuden pretends like this doesn't happen. It makes Sakura look so bad. She looks so stupid because she's like, why is Sasuke so cold? And it's like, you met a colder version of Sasuke 200 episodes ago. The Sasuke after the 5 Kage Summit arc is unhinged, but I don't think he was as cold and as distant and plain mean as Sasuke was in episode 52. And I think Sakura hesitates less in episode 52 because she charges right at him. Naruto is the one that hesitates more in that fight. Yamato jumps in front of Sakura, but she goes right for him. So it's like not even 200 episodes, 150, or I'm not doing the math. Some episodes later, it's like Sakura's character has regressed, honestly. That's what it felt like watching that. Because coming from 52 to 212, these are two different characters. So she walks up to Sasuke. She acts like she's never seen this man before in her life. Like, everyone is so surprised Pikachu about Sasuke, but it's like, he has been like this for a long time. I get it, 200 episodes later, a lot of people would have forgot this because it was so early in Shippuden, but I think that's why, the first time I watched it, I think that's why Sakura felt so weird to me. Because it was like, why is she acting like this? She goes to Sasuke, and she's like, hey Sasuke, I want to defect. I want to join your side. And there's nothing wrong with this idea in theory, but the question is, what changed after 4 years? 4 years? What made you want to defect to Sasuke's side after 4 years? Like, what could have happened to make you want to abandon the leaf and abandon all your friends and abandon Naruto to join Sasuke? It's just, if you think about it a little bit, how does her saying that make any sense? Why would Sasuke have believed her in a million years? Why would Sasuke even think that she still has a crush on him? The crush that she had when she was 12 years old, that it persisted through everything he's done. Why would she think that Sasuke would think it would? That her love was just that strong, that she just overlooked everything he did. Not even counting attacking the summit, but like what she's seen from him with her own eyes previously, not from what she's heard from other people. So she's done dirty twice. Of course, Sasuke doesn't really fall for it. He tells her to kill Karin. She can't really do it. She's trying to convince herself of how to do this attack on Sasuke. And Sasuke gets behind her and is about to Chidori her. And Kakashi saves her. And it's like, Sakura, hear me out. Hear me out. The way to fix this scene is to have Sakura and Sasuke actually fight. What I wish had happened was that Sakura went in guns blazing. She went in fists ready and she attacked Sasuke with everything she had. I think Sasuke would have dodged, of course. I think he was still capable of that at that point, but I wish they had a legitimate fight, like an actual fight between them, which never happens. I wish she had a legitimate fight with him because Sasuke was almost blind by that point, so I really think she could have won against this Sasuke. It should have been a fantastic fight where Sakura pulls out all the stops with her healing, and her strength, which is pretty much all she has and all she gets. She doesn't get a power-up ever. And she actually manages to maybe break through Susanoo. Maybe that's the first instance we see of someone breaking through Susanoo with pure strength. And she takes Sasuke off guard and she knocks him down. And she charges up her fist with chakra. She has a moment where she's about to do the finishing blow. Like, she was super determined to do this. And she went in to do this. And so Sakura gets him down. And Sakura actually has Sasuke at her mercy. She's looking down at him, but she has an echo moment. Maybe she sees who he was. And she can't deliver the final blow. And then maybe Kakashi could intervene. But like, I would have liked the series to acknowledge that Sakura is actually strong. It's no wonder her only character arc is repeatedly saying that she's gonna catch up to Naruto and Sasuke. And I think having her actually fight Sasuke would be a good chance to show the audience that, hey, Sakura's a problem. She just gets outwitted and she looks really, really dumb. She decided to fight him by herself. She could have had backup, but no, she decides to go fight him by herself. And then she freezes up. She doesn't freeze up once, but she freezes up twice. And it's a really, really bad look for Sakura. Because no one else freezes up. Kakashi doesn't freeze up when he has to fight Sasuke. He gets to it. He's like, you're my student and I regret that this has come to this, but I'm going to put you down. I'm going to do what I need to do. Kakashi's reaction to Sasuke actually makes sense because that is the first time he's seen Sasuke. She gets saved twice and it's like, it's not that she can't be saved, it's the framing around how she's saved and what happens to lead up to her needing to be saved. But I wanted to give her a fair chance after that because maybe she could have surprised me. I heard good things about the war arc and about War Arc Sakura and how she's a little better there. And I have to tell you, no. The war arc in general has a massive tone problem. People will stop for conversations in the middle of the war arc seconds after a bunch of people were just drained to death by the giant chakra tree. Like, this is not the time, guys. So 425. This is when Sakura gets stabbed by Madara. And it's not that I have a problem with. I was actually like, wow, Sakura's badass. She actually looked badass in that scene because she tanked a hit from Madara, which a lot of people couldn't do at all. But it's what comes after that put the final nail in the coffin of her character for me. It's when Naruto grabs her and, they retreat with Sakura and then he puts her down. And what she says, instead of focusing on Madara and death around them, she's like, Sasuke hasn't noticed me. What? Sakura's the only one who has a moment like this. Naruto's not like, hey, where's Hinata? Does she see me? Is she watching? No, Naruto does not have a moment like that. It's so jarring to put it right there. And only Sakura has that moment. Why? For why? So she was badass. And then she has that line, and it killed it for me. It killed it for me. I was like, all right, pack it up. Sakura's done. You know, we had 400 episodes to do something with her, and this is all we get. Her reminiscing over her crush with Sasuke in the middle of the war. Okay, now we're done here. we're done here. Nah, it's over. It's not even that. Even Kakashi. Kakashi reminisces over how Team 7 has grown, which, time and place, my man. But what he says to Naruto, he's like, Naruto, you've already surpassed the Hokage. Wow, how much you've grown. He's like, Sasuke, I wonder what your dream is. You know, you've already killed Itachi. You've achieved your life goal. Where will you go now? Sakura, you still have a crush on Sasuke. You're still in love with him, but even though he killed you or tried to kill you, you still want to support him. Anyway, Madara's coming, guys. Like, what? And the excuse is, Kishimoto can't write women. But like, there are women in his series that are written well. Like, who wrote Tsunade then? Who wrote Temari? Who created her? Temari and Tsunade are very good female characters. So I don't buy that excuse. I really don't. Otherwise, all the female characters would be terrible. But there are good female characters in Naruto. I just don't know what he was doing with Sakura's character. She is all over the place. This is after a meteor came down and annihilated thousands of people. This is after the god tree sprouted and that gobbled up a bunch of people. And Sakura is sitting here pondering over her crush over Sasuke. Sasuke-kun hasn't noticed me. Sakura had a badass moment and it was immediately ruined. It's a wrap. I gave her a chance and that's what she showed me. I get that she was healing people, and I also get that during the war arc, she's the one who kept Naruto alive. But beyond keeping Naruto alive, what is Sakura's contribution to the war arc? I feel like she needed something. She needed to be more front and center, not in the background. Editor here. I felt like I had to clarify something because Sakura keeping Naruto alive, I just make it sound like it's not a big deal. And yes, it is a big deal. But you have to understand how bloated the anime is. The anime was so bloated and so full of filler that at the time when Naruto was still airing, I went to the manga. I was driven to read the manga, and I have not read the manga for any show but Tokyo Ghoul. You must understand the amount of bloat that was in the anime to drive me to read the manga. And then by the time that the show got around to the next arc, I had forgotten that the manga was not that bloated. That much time had passed. And I'm saying this because when I talk about Sakura's moment with Naruto, when she keeps him alive like it's no big deal, is because the gap between that moment and the end of the war is massive. But it was so long in between moments that it might as well have been the beginning of the series when Sakura fought Sasori and her moment with Sasuke. Like, that's what the time gap was between the war, between those moments. Okay, back to your original. I can't speak English. Goodbye. She also needed a power-up, but I'm not going to begin to theorize over that. To be honest, I think Shikamaru gets more of a presence in the series than Sakura does, because Shikamaru has that whole arc with Asuma, a whole arc dedicated to him. I know his team is there, Ino and Choji, but really, they really don't do much. And Sakura doesn't get anything like that. He has that moment with Hidan, and it's an iconic moment in the series. The thing about her fight with Sasori also is that she didn't take down Sasori. Sasori unalived himself, which kind of takes away the victory from them and more reframes it as Sasori not wanting to fight anymore. Like, it makes Sasori a more tragic character, but it also takes the focus away from Sakura and Chio a bit because they didn't defeat him. He defeated himself. After all of that, he decided to take himself out because it was his mother and father puppets. And that just makes Sasori a better character, I think, because no other character does that. No other character decided to give up. If you think about it, throughout the entirety of Shippuden, not counting filler, not counting movies, she hasn't defeated a single person. I'm not even counting the light novels. Like, even Shikamaru defeated someone. Just think about that. I just think she had a lot of potential, and every time she had a chance to live up to that potential, consistently, it was botched. And that's why I don't like / don't care for Sakuraharuno. Peace.